We need to talk. I have, as some would say, a confession. Something that I've needed to get off my chest for a while. And this is a very serious thing that, I don't take lightly, as I've always tried to be very transparent with all of you in this channel throughout the many years we've been making content, sharing laughs, having goofs and gaffs. But this is no laughing matter. I have a very serious confession that I am not the man you see before you. I am not the person that you've grown to know. The things that I've said, most of them have been lies. And it truly hurts me to come onto this internet that we've, this community that we've grown and come just full face with it, right? But it's about time. And I think, if anything, I owe it to you all to be, if anything, open and honest after all these years of deceit and deception. But it's hard, so please just bear with me for a moment as I gather my emotions, because truly I hope you can forgive me and we can all move past this. But I, as I said, have a confession that some things I told you were not the most truthful. You may have come to know me as a devious hooligan, somebody who bends the law, so to speak. Somebody who laughs in the face of danger and in the face of innocence. I'm of course talking about the people I have locked in my basement. And that I don't have any people locked in my basement. There. It's all been a lie. I don't even really have a basement, if you think about it. It's not even really... I'm sorry. It's because so many of you have loved the idea of being locked away in my basement, eating the wallpaper, scratching at the ceiling, trying to get out, looking for scraps. And there's been just a lot of community built around that odd fantasy of being trapped in a strange man's basement. And it breaks my heart to come onto this internet and tell you that I don't have anyone locked in my basement. That I'm a fool. That I'm a liar. That the man you've come to know as Pecan, the man with people trapped in his basement, is a lie. And that lie carries a heavy burden. It has weighed on my chest, my marvelous large chest, for many years. As I've come onto the internet and we've shared jokes about, oh, let me out of the basement, Pecan. Let me out. Please feed us. Scraps. We'll beg for scraps. And I just sit there and just laugh and laugh with a straight face, pretending like it wasn't all just a farce. It wasn't a lie. For what? What did I gain out of this, huh? I've even lost my best friend, Jeremy. He's a shattered relic of what he once was. And here I am just coming onto the internet to lie? Who does that? Who does that? Lie on the internet. For what? So I hope you can forgive me for lying about the people that I have locked in my basement, but it's not over yet. I have more lies to confess to. Sorry, please. Just this next one it's a lot to process and say aloud, but it has to be said aloud, because if no one is going to tell the truth, then I'm going to tell the truth. Okay? I've never hit an old woman with my car. I'm sorry. But gosh, man, I wanted to. I've just been going for the bit for so long. The lie. And people would, come into the streams, come into the comments and be like, oh, Pecan, hit any good old women with your car lately? And I'd be like, yep, you know me. Good old Pecan. Hitting people with cars. That's me. Haha. Here I am, a liar. I don't even know any old people. I barely drive. Let alone hit any of them with my car. It's just... I'm sorry. I understand within a confession like this, emotions might run high. And if you guys want to unsubscribe, I understand. But please know that this is just... It was just a slippery slope, man. It was just a stupid slippery slope that I fell down like a slip and slide of life and lies. I don't know even how it all started. The basement. The old people. But once it did, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I just couldn't stop. And it all got too big to handle, you know? Every stream, every game we would play, if there was ever a car I'd be driving and be like, oh, Pecan, don't hit anybody with your car, haha, like you do in real life. And I had to play along like a fool. What kind of game of chess is life if I am not the pawn? When you all think of me as the king. I'm sorry. It's just so much. I know these confessions run deep and you might think differently of me, but I have more. For as much as I've lied about being a devious person with foolish, silly antics of kidnapping and running people over, I think the biggest confession of all is, I'm secretly a good person. I know! Oh, I feel awful! It's just awful! I want to be a bad person so bad! You know? Maybe like rug pull some people, who knows, rob a bank? I don't know. I don't know where I could go from here to make myself seem like the person you all thought of me as, but... Man, I've planted trees. I've helped out at food banks. Donated to charity. I was a Boy Scout, for crying out. A Boy Scout! I had merit badges! Ah! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You might have come into today thinking that I was just an evil, silly guy. But in all reality, I'm a tall, handsome, buff, great person who helps out his community. And if that's the crime that I've committed, the sin that I bear for my life, then lock me away, officer. Put the cuffs on my big buff wrists. I hope that today of all days, checking the date specifically today of all days, that, you know, you can find it in your heart to forgive me. But truly, I know my sins run deep. So if you look at me in different light, let's look at different light. If you look at me in different light, then I understand. For I just needed to get this off my chest. I hope to be a better person, and I mean by better, maybe worse. Or maybe you can learn to love the new me, as I learned to love the new me as well. But either way, regardless, I hope you have a great April Fool's Day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.